for joining us with those details. Do stay on with us as I recap the latest for our viewers. Anil Ambani has now reached the Enforcement Directorate office premises. He is going to be participating in the ED's questioning today. Just yesterday, the ED temporarily attached his Pali Hill home in Mumbai, and that house, as Anushka is reporting, is worth over 3,700 crore rupees. Anushka is still with us at the moment. Anushka, in terms of the ED examining fund diversion, round-tripping, the alleged misuse of loan proceedings, what would you say is that one core allegation that's going to be tested today? All right, we seem to have lost that line with Anushka at the moment. I'll take that question to my colleague Saurabh Gupta, who's been tracking this Anil Ambani case very closely as well. Saurabh, take us through what the ED has top of their agenda. What is the core allegation that is being tested today as he shows up in a series of summons?
Well, this is an ongoing investigation, a money laundering investigation, specifically against Reliance Communications, the ADAG group. And there, of course, the ED has certain questions for Anil Ambani. Like Anushka was explaining, it largely amounts to, diversion of funds, loans that came from banks. And this is something that is at the crux of the allegations against Anil Ambani. Now, it comes close on the heels of the attachment of that property in Pali Hills in Bandra suburb of Mumbai, and that of course is a very, very high-end property that is that was always known as Anil Ambani's bungalow in Pali Hill. So obviously that's been attached by the ED as part of the attempt to recover those monies that have been that the ED believes has been siphoned off from the 40,000 crore loans that were taken. Now, this investigation has been an ongoing investigation. In fact, Anil Ambani has appeared before the ED earlier as well. But today's questioning is important given the fact that it comes very close on the heels of the attachment of property, which means that the ED is making headway in the case. Now, like I said, attachment of property is not an indication of guilt when it comes to an investigation, but it also means that the ED has grounds to attach these properties, which it believes has some links with the proceeds of crime. So that's something that obviously the ED is looking at in terms of the questioning of Anil Ambani in connection with this 40,000 crore loan case that, of course, it is investigation. The allegations specifically of money laundering from these companies that are being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate, and this is not the first time Anil Ambani is appearing.
Right. Saurabh, could today's questioning lead to further provisional attachments, freezing of accounts, or further summons? Are we picking up on anything from investigators yet?
Well, I mean, depends on which way the questioning goes, because the ED usually, when it investigates, would have a list of properties that it would link to the money trail that it, investigates. And key to investigating a money laundering case is the money trail, because it would have to be proved beyond doubt in court that there was money laundering, that the money, sourced for one purpose was used for another purpose, or was diverted or siphoned off. That is the crux of what a money laundering allegation is, and therefore the ED would have a list of properties connected to Anil Ambani, which it believes could be, something that is the result of that diversion of money or money laundering in more simpler terms. And therefore, yes, the ED would be looking at whatever, it has in terms of the list of properties that it connects to the investigation. The more important thing is the money trail that has to be proved, and the evidence is to support that money trail, and that is something that the ED would be looking at when it comes to questioning Anil Ambani.
And in terms of a response from Anil Ambani's legal team, have we had any official reaction as far as these latest summons are concerned, and also his Pali Hill residence, reportedly valued at over 3,700 crore rupees, being temporarily, provisionally attached?
We haven't had a response yet from Anil Ambani's team. In fact, this development came in yesterday, and since then, of course, we are yet to hear from Anil Ambani's team. But this is important because Anil Ambani himself appearing is, of course, the investigation moving forward, because obviously the agency here, the ED, the Enforcement Directorate, would want to question Anil Ambani in connection with its investigation. And what we know so far is that, the ED, of course, has made this attachment of this 3,716.83 crore, residential property in Pali Hill in connection with the alleged, bank fraud case that it is investigating. And this, of course, the cumulative value which the ED says of the attachment with respect to the group, the entire Reliance, communications case, that the ED is investigating, the entire amount. This property is supposed 3716.83 crore, but the entire amount is now almost 15,700 crore that the ED has attached. So it's an ongoing investigation. Like you said, it's there's still a lot of difference between 40,000 crores and 15,700. But yes, the possibility of more properties being attached cannot be ruled out at this stage of the investigation.
Right.